Okay, so what we have seen, so trigonometric functions, how to find the trigonometric functions with the help of fundamental identity, right? So that chapter first of trigonometric functions is nothing but the application of the fundamental identities, right? Now, so here we'll go to the second chapter of the second, that means it is actually third chapter. This is what trigonometric ratio, trigonometry. Now we'll go to second. So this is chapter third. This is chapter third. Okay, so in this chapter, what we have to do? So compound angle, compound angle, compound angle. So definition of compound angle. Definition: compound angle, compound angle are sum or difference, sum or difference of given angles, of given angles. So that means what? Suppose A and B are two angles. Then the compound angle is what? A plus B or A minus B now. Right? So A plus B or A minus B. This is for compound angle. And now we are interested in this chapter. What we have to do? You have to find the formula for this one. Right? Formula for cos of A plus B, sin of A plus B, sin of A plus B, cos of A plus B, tan of A plus B, tan of A minus B. Right? So we are interested to find the trigonometric ratios of the compound angles. Right? Okay, so we'll take this. Okay. Theorem. Now show that your theorem. We are writing theorem, so no need to say show that now. For any two angles A and B, any two angles A and B, cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So this is the formula for cos A minus B. Okay. Now we have to prove this. Okay. So for this, what we'll do? So I will erase this. I don't want this later on. So I will draw the figure first. Suppose the standard unit circle. This is your standard unit circle. So what you have to do here? This is your y-axis. This is your origin. This is your x-axis. Right? So here what? A minus B. That means you have to take the angle A and angle B in the standard position. So what we'll do? We'll take this angle. Suppose this is the angle. This angle is now your A now. Right? This angle is your A. So the terminal R will intersect the point at point P now, suppose. Right? That means angle XOP is your A now. Right? Now we'll take the angle B now here. So this will what? Suppose this is Q now. Okay? So Q. And this angle is what? This is B now. Right? Now somewhere we'll draw somewhere this point here. Suppose here what? R. Right? Now this will be your A minus B. This will be your A minus B. Right? But this is also your A minus B. See, this part is your B and this part is full part is what? Your A. Right? So this is also your A minus B. This is also your A minus B. That means what? Where? From Q. Right? Your what? Q O P is your what? A minus B. This is also your A minus B in the first quadrant. Right? This is what your total A minus B to do this. So we'll get this. Right? So this is also your A minus B. Right? But we are not interested in this OR now. Right? Okay. Okay. Solution. So with the help of the figure, we'll write some informations. Right? Okay. So let angle, directed angle, we will say this what XOP now is equal to A, right? Then directed angle XOQ is equal to B, right? So now A and B are in the standard position, right? Are in standard position, are standard position, where P and Q are on standard unit circle, right? So these P and Q are on the standard unit circle, right? So therefore, now what here P is what? This is the directed angle A now. Your P is what? P from what? It is your directed angle, right? That means what is your P? P is the point of intersection of the terminal of angle A, and the standard unit circle, right? So therefore P is what? Therefore the coordinates of P is what? Your what? See your x coordinate will be what? The cosine of the angle, right? And your y coordinate is what? The sine of the angle. So that means the coordinates are here what? Cos A, sin A. Cos A, sin A. Right? Now your Q is what? Q is nothing but what? Q is what? The point of intersection of the terminal of angle B and the standard unit circle. Right? So that means what here Q? The coordinates of Q will be what? Your coordinates of X, that is X coordinate of Q will be what? The cosine of the angle. And Y is nothing but what? The sine of the angle. So your angle is what? B now. Right? So therefore the coordinates of Q are what? Cos of B, sine of B now. Right? So we have the coordinates of P and Q. Right? So the coordinates of P and Q are known to you. We'll find the distance between P and Q now. We'll find distance between P and Q. So your PQ is what? The square root of. And how to take square root of this minus this. Difference of the x coordinate, take the square. Difference of the y coordinate, take the square. I take it sum now. So this will be what then? Cos A minus cos B bracket square plus sin A minus sin B bracket square. Right? Now we'll simplify this. So what we get? Now see, if you simplify this, what we get? If you simplify this, cos square A plus cos square B. Right? So cos square A plus cos square B minus 2 cos A cos B. Right? So instead of expanding this one, write first, don't write the first as the middle term, right? So write the third term as the middle term now, your usual term. So plus sin square A plus sin square B minus 2 sin A sin B. Right? So see, this is your cos square A, this is your sin square A. It will be 1 now. These two terms together will give 1. Now this is your cos square B, this is your cos square B, sin square B. So this sum is also 1. So that means what? This 1 plus 1 is 2 now here, right? So this is what? The root of 2. I will take that 2 common now here. This is minus twice. I will take that minus sign common. So what we get then? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Yeah? This is your PQ. Okay. Now we cannot simplify like that, right? So what? Just I will write that PQ here, and then we'll go to the second part now. PQ is what? Root of 2 minus 2 cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Right? I want this. So we'll call this as 1 now. Okay, so just with the help of A and B, we did this one, right? So we are interested in A minus B now. Okay, so your A minus B will be what? Okay, angle, directed angle we'll say, huh? This is what QOP is equal to A minus B. A minus B, right? Okay, shift. So let OQ be the new x-axis. Be the new x-axis. So what we'll do? We'll suppose this OQ as the x-axis now. We'll suppose this OQ as the x-axis. Now this is your x-axis. Then this is the directed angle. Now this is what? In standard position, right? Then angle QOP is in standard position. Is in standard position. Right? After that means what? You are supposing that your OQ as the x-axis. Right? So after that, this will be what? Then this will be what? Your this. Now then, so this is QOP. Angle is what? A minus B. This angle is what? A minus B. Then what are the coordinates of Q will be? So what are the coordinates of Q then? So what is this? OQ is what? It is the radius of the circle. It is always 1. Now this is your x-axis now. Right? And distance from this origin is what? Your 1. And it is on x-axis. Therefore the coordinates of Q will be what? 1, 0. Coordinates of PQ will be what? 1, 0. And the coordinates of P is what? The point of intersection of the standard unit circle and the terminal arc of angle A minus B. Right? This is the now your OQ is what? The terminal of angle A minus B. Right? Okay. Then OP is the pointer. Then P is what? P. Okay. Directly you can write this. No problem here. We'll say this. What? See, this is what OQ is in standard position. That means what? Your OQ is on x-axis. Right? So here all the things are there. Right? No need to write what? P is the point of intersection of the standard unit circle and the terminal of angle. Right? So therefore P what? So what? Cos of A minus B. So P cos of A minus B. And your Q will what? Q will be your P is what? Sin of A minus B. This is your y coordinate. Right? Just calculate this point. This is what? This is what? This is what? X-axis now. This is what? A minus B. Now the angle is in standard position. Right? So that means P is the point of intersection of the standard unit circle and the terminal of angle A minus B. Then the cosine of the P is nothing but x coordinate of P will be what? The cosine of A minus B. And your y coordinate will be what? Sine of A minus B. Right? And your Q is on x-axis. And OQ is the radius of the circle. So it is 1. So this is 1, 0 then. This is 1, 0. Right? Again we get the new PQ now. Right? So therefore PQ. We'll find PQ now. PQ is equal to root of. We'll do the same thing now. What? Cos of A minus B minus 1 bracket square. Right? Plus sine of A minus B minus 0 bracket square. Right? Now we'll expand this. What we get is root of cos square A minus B minus plus 1, right? Minus twice cos of A minus B. Cos of A minus B. Right? Then this is what? Sine square now. Plus because this 0 is there. Sine square. Direct we get only the single term here. A minus B. Right? Now see here. You have this cos square A minus B plus sine square A minus B. Both the angles are same. Right? This is cos square and this sine square. Angle is same. Then this is 1. Now 1 plus 1 is will be what? You have 2 now. Right? So what we get here then? Root of 2 minus 2 cos of A minus B. Right? See we get here your cos A minus B. You are interested in cos A minus B. We get here. Right? Now this is your PQ now. We will say this as 2 now. Right? So this what? Your PQ is this, PQ is this. Right? Both PQ are same now. Right? That means what? Their RHS also same. Right? So therefore from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, now we don't want figure, we'll erase this. From 1 and 2, what we get? This is root of 2 minus cos of a minus 2 cos of a minus b, right? We'll take the square. So what we get? 2 minus 2 cos a cos b plus sin a sin b is equal to 2 minus 2 cos of a minus b. Now see here, the 2 has same sign, right? 2 get cancelled. Then this minus 2 get cancelled, right? So what we get then? Cos a cos b plus sin a sin b is equal to cos of a minus b, right? So therefore cos a cos b plus sin a sin b is equal to cos of a minus b, right? And therefore we get a formula now. Cos of a minus b is equal to cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, right? This is very important formula we get. This is very important formula. Okay, so now with the help of this formula, so we'll prove the other formula. Okay, so we'll obtain some result. Okay, so we'll find now. So your what? Cos of a minus b is equal to what? Cos a cos b plus sin a sin b plus sin a sin b, right? Now we'll obtain the formula sum. So suppose this is what? Cos of pi minus theta. Suppose this is cos of pi by 2 minus theta. We'll find first. Cos of pi by 2 minus theta is what? Apply the same formula. So your a is what? Pi by 2. Your theta is what? Your b is what? Theta now, right? Just say your a is pi by 2 and this, right? So just remember this is what? Cos a cos b, right? Take the cos of, right? Cos of the both angle plus, if sin is here minus, then here and here you have to take the plus sign. So what is this then? This is what? Cos pi by 2 cos theta plus sin pi by 2 sin theta, right? Now put the value of this cos pi by 2. You know the value of cos pi by 2. Your cos pi by 2 is what? 0, right? So and sin pi by 2 is what? 1, right? So that means this will be 0 now. This will be 0. Your sin pi by 2 is what? 1, right? So this is equal to what? 0 into cos theta plus 1 into sin theta, right? So this will be what then? Sin theta, right? So we get a new formula. This is what? Cos of pi by 2 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Is equal to sin theta. That means what? Suppose somewhere here sin of 31 degree, because it is not possible to find sin of 31 degree, right? And now here cos of, so 90 minus 31 is what? 90 minus 31 is 59, right? Suppose this is 59 is here. Suppose we get somewhere this, right? No that. These both are the equal. So get cancelled, right? So this formula is used for this one, right? For competitive exam you have to take the care of this one. Suppose we have get somewhere sin of 31, right? So now here what? Suppose your sin of 31 is here. So that means what? This is what? Cos of 59 will be there, right? So you may write cos 59 or cos 39, cos 31 is here somewhere, right? So you can write this is what? Cos 59 somewhere then, right? Because what? sine of 31 and cos of 59 are same. That means cos of 31 degree and sine of 59 degree are the same, right? So you have to take the benefit of this formula now, right? Next, we'll obtain the second result now. Cos of, now we'll obtain this pi by 2 plus theta. Cos of pi by 2 plus theta. See what we get. How we can write this in terms of a minus b, right? After that, see, so after some time, so you will get the formula for a plus b also. We are interested in find the formula for cos of a plus b also. Just we will obtain the result with the help of this one, right? So this is what, then we can write this one cos pi by 2 minus of minus theta now, right? You know the trigonometric ratios of minus theta, right? So we can write this is what cos of pi by 2 minus theta. So this is what a minus b. Your b is what minus theta and your a is what pi by 2, right? So we'll expand this. So this is what cos pi by 2 cos minus theta plus sin pi by 2 sin minus theta, sin minus theta. So this is equal to what? This is equal to what? Cos pi by 2 is 0. This is 0. Don't write this is what cos minus theta, whether you know or don't know, right? But we know that cos minus theta is cos theta. You may write here cos theta, doesn't matter, right? Plus sin pi by 2 is 1 now here, and this is what minus sin theta, right? Sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. So what do we get then? This is minus sin theta. This is minus sin theta. So we get a new formula again. Cos of pi by 2 plus theta is equal to this, right? For competitive exam, right? You should remember this, right? Cos pi by 2 minus theta is what? Just sin theta. But cos pi by 2 plus theta, pi by 2 plus theta, it will be what? Not in the first quadrant, right? It will be not in the first quadrant, right? So that means what, it is in the second quadrant, right? Second quadrant, different quadrant, right? So this is what minus sin theta. Yes, right? Okay. So see, if you don't remember, it doesn't matter. But what? So somewhere you have to apply this. What? Somewhere, suppose we get one here somewhere cos of 135 degree, suppose, right? So we can write the 135 is what? 90 plus 45. This is what? 90 plus 45, 135 degree, right? So this is same as what, then minus sin of 45 degree, right? And minus 45 is what? Minus 1 by root 2, right? Okay. So in the competitive exam, it will, suppose you have a find, so somewhere now you have to find this what? Cos of suppose 136 degree. You cannot express in the form of 35, 90 and this, right? So but this is what? This is same as what? Minus sin of 46 degree now, right? Minus sin 46 degree. And if you have somewhere sin of 46 degree somewhere now, you can cancel this, right? So you have cos 136 degree upon sin of 46 degree. So this will be same as minus now, minus sin of 36 degree, 46 degree. You can cancel this, right? So you have to take the benefit of the such a thing now here, right? For competitive exam. Now next we will obtain the second result, sin pi by 2 minus theta. So sin pi by 2 minus theta. Sin pi by 2 minus theta. So sin pi by 2 minus theta is nothing but what? See, what we have seen, cos pi by 2 minus theta is same as sin theta now, right? So now you have to write, you don't know the formula for sin A minus B. We have to write in terms of cos now, right? So how we can write this is what? Cos of, what is this? Pi by 2 minus theta. Whatever your this theta is, you have to subtract from the pi by 2 now. Your angle is what here? Pi by 2. Subtract that from the pi by 2. So just we write what? This is what? Pi by 2 minus theta. Right? Just apply the reverse thing. Right? So what is this then? This is equal to what? So your pi by 2 will cancel. This is what? Cos theta. Cos theta. Again same thing here. What? Sin pi by 2 minus theta is same as what? Cos theta, and cos pi by 2 minus theta is what? Sin theta. You have to take the care of this one. Remember that. So sin pi by 2 minus theta is equal to this, right? So if you forget this, so you can develop this, right? After some time we will get a formula for sin A minus B also, right? Next, sin pi by 2 plus theta. Sin pi by 2 plus theta. Sin pi by 2 plus theta. How we can write in terms of cos now? So sin pi by 2, this is what? Cos of pi minus now. Pi by 2 minus, right? Cos of pi by 2 minus pi by 2 minus plus theta, right? So again here your pi by 2 get cancelled now. So what we get then? This is what? Cos of minus theta, right? But cos of minus theta is same as what? Cos theta, right? Now here see, sin pi by 2 plus theta is what? Cos theta. But cos pi by 2 plus theta is what? Minus sin theta, right? So take the care of that one. Okay. So now tan of pi by 2 minus theta. Tan of pi by 2 minus theta. So tan of pi by 2 minus theta is what? Sin of pi by 2 minus theta upon cos of pi by 2 minus theta, right? So we are also interested to find the formula for tan A plus minus tan A minus B and tan A plus B, right? So but with the help of this one you can find this easily. So what is this? What is sin pi by 2 minus theta? Is cos theta. What is cos pi by 2 minus theta? Is sin theta. So this is what? Cot theta. Is cot theta. So that means what? If you have somewhere cot of 49 degree into tan of this is what? 50 41 degree. Now see, this is product of 40 cot of 49 degree. It is impossible to find cot of 49 degree, and this is what? Tan of 41 degree, right? So you can apply this formula, right? So tan of what? 90 minus theta is same as cot theta, right? So this is what? 90 minus theta, right? So what we will get then? This is what? They are the one will get cancelled. We get a 1 now, right? So because, so is it true? Oh, here what you have to write tan now. Tan, not cot. Okay, tan 49 degree, right? Tan 49 degree is same as what? Tan 49 degree is same as what? Cot 41 degree, and cot into tan, right? They are the reciprocal of each other. We get cancelled, right? So this, see that this is what you are. That means what we get now here? What? Tan theta 1, right? Tan theta 1 into tan theta 2 is equal to 1 now. Is equal to 1. When? If theta 1 plus theta 2. If theta 1 plus theta 2 is what? Pi by 2. Right? We get a new formula now here. Right? So if the sum of the angle is what? If the sum of angle is pi by 2, then this product of 2 to tan will be what? 1. Right? So directly you can cancel this. Right? So take the care when you are solving the problems for competitive exam. Right? So now this is now we'll find this is what? Tan of pi by 2 plus theta. So this is what? Sin of pi by 2 plus theta upon cos of pi by 2 plus theta. So sin pi by 2 plus theta is what? Minus cos theta, right? And just we get the cos pi by 2 plus theta is same as sin oh, what is this? Sin of pi by 2 minus theta is cos, sin pi by 2 plus theta. Sin pi by 2 plus theta is what? Cos theta. Is it same? Is cos theta. Sin pi by 2 plus theta is cos theta. And what is the cos pi by 2 plus theta? Cos pi by 2 plus theta, what we get? Is minus sin theta. Okay. So this is what? Minus sin theta. So this is minus cot theta. Minus cot theta. Right? So that means what? If their difference is 180, difference is pi by 2, difference of the angle is what? Again pi by 2, then this will be minus 1. Difference is what? That means what? So we may write this is what? Tan theta 1 into tan theta 2 is equal to minus 1 if theta 1 minus theta 2 modulus, this is same as pi by 2. This is same as pi by 2. If the difference is pi by 2, right? Take any difference now. This will be what then? Minus 1. Right? If the sum is pi by 2, then it will be plus 1. If the difference is minus pi by 2, then the product is minus 1 now. Okay. Now we will obtain the formula for. Okay. So take the next theorem. For any two angles, theorem 2. For any two angles, A and B, sin A minus B is equal to sin A cos B minus sin B cos A. So because we are here formula for sin, so we write first in the terms we write sin first, then we write cos first, right? Alternative you have to write here. Here what? Sin A and there what? Sin B. Right? You may write this not minus cos A sin B. Doesn't matter if you want A as a first. But I what? Given the priority for the sin because we are because this is a formula for sin. So I have given the priority for the sin first, right? So now see here minus n, then here minus you have to write. But if for cos is what? If minus is there, then here plus is there. For sin is what? The same sign you have to write here, right? Okay, so we have to prove this one. Prove sin of A minus B. But we don't know the formula for sin A minus B, right? So sin A minus B is same as what? Cos of pi by 2 minus, right? This is same as cos sin theta. See, cos pi by 2 minus theta is same as what? Sin theta, right? So this is what your theta is what now? A minus B, right? So write it down because we don't know the formula for sin A plus sin A minus B, right? Okay, so what we will do now? This will be what then? Cos of pi by 2 minus A minus B. Pi by 2 minus A minus B. Right? So how we can write this now? How we can write this? So you have to complete this bracket. So cos of pi by 2 minus A, pi by 2 minus B, pi by 2 plus B. No? Because you know the formula for cos A minus B, right? So we'll write here what? Cos pi by 2 plus B minus A now, right? Okay. Now your A is what? Pi by 2 plus B, and your B is what? A now. We'll apply the formula. We have to take the cos of both, then plus sin of both, right? So we'll take cos of both. So cos of pi by 2 plus B, cos of A now. So plus sin now here, right? Sin of pi by 2 plus B and sin of A now, right? So what is cos of pi by 2 plus B? Is minus sin B. Cos of pi by 2 plus B is what? Minus sin B. Minus sin B. Right? So if you forget this, no problem. Because what? After some time you will get a formula for cos of pi by 2 plus B also. Right? So you may write this word. If you don't remember this, you can form this. Right? You can find by the rough calculation cos of A plus B. You can apply the formula for cos of A plus B. You can get the minus sin B. Right? If you forget this, right? This. But you should remember this. So cos of A plus what is sin pi by 2 plus B? Pi by 2 plus B is cos theta, right? So that is cos B now here. So this is cos B sin A. Now we'll rearrange this. So see, we get this what? Sin A cos B. We'll write this first term as it, and then minus sign, minus term now. This is what? Sin B cos A. Right? And we get a formula for sin of A minus B. Right? So remember this. The formula for sin of A minus B. Right? So with the help of what? Cos A minus B, we have obtained this formula. Right? Okay. So you should remember this. Right? Application of cos A minus B formula. That means what? We have to convert this sign in terms of cos A minus B. Right? Okay. Now next, we take the next. We'll find all this now. All the formulas now. So take the next theorem. Theorem 4 now. Theorem 4. For any two angles, theorem 3. Okay, so theorem 3. Okay, so for any two angles A and B, for any two angles A and B, cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B minus sin A sin B. Okay, so proof. This is very simple now. This is very simple. Right? So what do you know? You know the formula for cos A minus B. Just we will replace B by minus B. Right? Everywhere B by minus B. Right? Because you know you have the trigonometric ratios of B now here. You know how to find the trigonometric ratios of angle minus B also. Right? Okay. So solution. We know that cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Right? So what we will do here? We will replace B by minus B. Right? Replace B by minus B. So we will write this in bracket. So that what? Otherwise it is what? Dash B. Okay. So we get what? Cos of A minus of minus B. Right? Instead of B, we have to write minus B. Right? Wherever B is there, we will replace B as a minus B now. So cos A cos minus B plus sin A sin of minus B. Right? So now simplify this. So minus of minus B will plus B now. This is what? Cos of A plus B. Right? Now we'll take the care of the sign. Cos of minus B is what? Cos B. Right? So cos B will be as it is now. So this is what? Cos A cos B. Don't write the sign now here. Because what? Sign of minus B there. Right? We know that sin minus theta is minus sin theta. This plus will become minus now. Right? So for minus sin A sin B. So we get the formula for cos of A plus B. Right? So with the you can derive this is what? Cos pi by 2 plus theta. Right? Sin pi by 2 plus theta. Right? Okay. Next. Now theorem 4 now. Theorem 4. For any two angles A and B, theorem 4. For any two angles A and B, sin A plus B. Okay. So sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus sin B cos A. Right? Remember this as a formula. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. Right? So up to your whole education. Okay. So we'll prove this one. Prove. So you want sin A plus B, right? So that means what? You don't know the formula for okay, we have the formula for A minus B now, right? We have the formula for A minus B. right? We have proved sine of a minus b, right? We can apply that, right? Okay, we know that. We'll just say we know that. We know that. We know that. Otherwise, you can express in terms of cos also, and you have the both the formula for cos a plus b and cos a minus b, right? So with the help of that also we can derive. But we have the formula for sin a minus b. So sin of a minus b is equal to what? Sin a cos b minus sin b cos a. For sin both are together now. Sin and cos together. For cos, both the cos are together and both the sin are together in the formula for cos, right? Remember in that way, right? So in sin, both sin and cos are there, right, together. And for cos, formula for cos, both the cos are together and both the sin are together. Only I have to take the care of the middle sign now, right? For sin, if there is minus, minus, right? If there is plus, plus. Then for cos, alternate now. If there is minus, you have to write the middle one as a plus. If there is plus sign, then you have to write the minus sign, right? Okay, so in this way you can remember this. What we do now? So your a plus b now. What we do now here? We will replace b by minus b, right? Okay, replace b by minus b. We get what we get now? Sin of a minus of minus b. Sin a cos of minus b minus sin of minus b cos of a. So what we get? Sin of a plus b. Sin of a plus b. Cos minus b is cos b, right? So this is what? Sin a cos b plus sin b cos a. Right? Now these four formulas are very important. Now we will derive the formula for tan a plus b and tan a minus b, right? Because we have the formula for cos a plus b and sin a plus b, right? Okay, now we will derive the formula for tan a plus b, right? Okay, so whatever this will not be, we will directly derive the formula for tan a plus b, right? Okay, so our theorem, we can this theorem, whatever the number may be, prove that. So or directly we will write here a problem now, right? Prove that tan a plus b, tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b. We'll prove this one. Remember, this is the formula, right? And this is very important formula. This formula is very helpful to solve the some problems in the competitive exam also. Okay, so proof solution. Okay, solution. Okay, so tan a plus b will take tan a plus b. So what we have to prove? This is we have to prove, right? So tan a plus b. So apply the basic definition of tan. Tan is nothing but sine upon cos, right? So this is sine of a plus b. Sine of a plus b upon cos of a plus b. A plus b. Okay? And write the formula for sine a plus b and cos a plus b. So this is equal to sine a cos b plus sine b cos a upon cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. Right? Now we want tan. Now see here, you want tan. Right? Tan a plus tan b. You want tan. How you can get the tan a? Your cos b should get cancelled. Right? And sine b a upon cos a. That means what? If you divide this term by cos a cos b, then your cos b you get cancelled and sine a upon cos a, right? But if you want to divide for a particular term by cos a cos b, so this is not allowed to you, right? So what you have to do? You have to divide to all the terms of the numerator and denominator by the same number, then your ratio will be as it is, right? It will not be changed, right? So that means what you have to do? To divide all the terms of the numerator and denominator by cos A cos B will do, right? So what we'll do now here? So we divide by cos A cos B now. Sin A cos B upon cos A cos B plus sin B cos A upon cos A cos B upon cos A cos B upon cos A cos B minus sin A sin B upon cos A cos B, right? So this ratio will be same now because we are dividing to each term of the numerator and denominator by the same number. Okay, now see what we get then, right? So what we get now here? Your cos B get cancelled now here, right? So what we get then here? Tan A plus, now here what your cos A cos B get cancelled, right? Cos sin B upon cos B is your tan B now, tan B upon. So what this get, both are the same now, get cancelled. Now here what, rearrange the term like this, right? This is a product. That means what, you may write this what, sin A upon cos A into sin B upon cos B. This is your what, tan A into tan B. So 1 minus tan A tan B, right? Tan A tan B. So we are through now. Look at this, right? Okay. Now we'll take one more problem and then we'll stop now. Prove that tan of A minus B is equal to, now see here, alternate now here, what? Numerator will be minus and denominator will be plus now, right? Okay. So, solution. So you have the formula for tan A plus B and we want to derive the formula for tan A minus B, right? So we'll write this as what, we know that, we can say this is what, if you don't know, we can say this also in mathematics, we know that. So what, tan of A plus B, tan of A plus B is equal to what, tan of A plus tan of B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. This formula is known to you. So what we will do here, we will replace B by minus B now, right? Replace B by minus B, we get, so what, tan of, now A plus minus B, this is equal to tan A plus tan, just write B as minus B, 1 minus tan A tan minus B, right? Now don't write sign directly, just see which sign we get, right? Then write the sign now here, what, tan A, don't write plus now, right? So think on it now, which sign we have to write now, because what, tan of minus B minus tan B, so it will be what, minus tan B, right? Always think which sign we have to take now, right? So 1 plus, because what, if you write minus, no right problem. For minus you can make this as a plus easily, but for plus you cannot make minus as easily, right? So 1 plus tan A tan B, tan A tan B. So we get a formula for tan of A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A tan B. So these are the 6 formulas. These are very important formulas, right? I hope that you understand this one, right? You should remember this formula, right? So because what, in the 12th, so the derivative is there, integration is there. So derivative and integrations are depend on, and the limit continuity are also there. So it is depend on these trigonometric functions. So trigonometric functions play a very important role in the mathematics. You should remember all these 6 formulas, right? So with the help of these 6 formulas, we are deriving the more formulas, right? So that we will do in the next lecture. Okay, so it's stop here.